welcome to VVork. In this video series, we're going to be discussing containers, Docker, Kubernetes, VMware PKS, and more with Marc Alumbaugh. He's going to help you to navigate through the complex landscape of containers and cloud-native applications. So let's get started. I'm pleased to introduce you all to my colleague, Marc Alumbaugh. Marc and I have been working together for years as instructors in VMware education. But Marc, why don't you, before you dive into the technical part of our discussion here, why don't you just tell us a bit about how you came to VMware? What were you doing before VMware?
Well, before I was working as a contract trainer for VMware, I was working as a technical instructor for IBM, Lotus Domino, Novell, WebSphere, Java, and ethical hacking. And I would split my time really halfway between doing technical training for those products and then also doing consulting work. I joined VMware about 4 years ago. I was at the time doing contract training for VMware and Cisco, so I am a Cisco or ex-Cisco instructor focusing on data center and routing. And my area of specialty back in that time frame about 6 to 4 years ago was doing contract training for NSX and data center routing and switching.
Excellent. So nowadays you're teaching NSX and vRealize automation, PKS, anything else?
Yep, I'm doing Network Insight, starting to ramp up to be able to help with our offering of teaching core Kubernetes and do some stuff with Site Recovery Manager, Orchestrator, but basically anything in the SDDC. So I also do the VMC on AWS, which is the VMware Cloud on AWS offering.
Very, very cool. We're lucky to have you.
Thanks. All righty. So getting started with containers all the way through some type of container automation orchestration tool. Where I would like to kind of start with a little bit with here is I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my slide deck here. So I'm going to stop my video. Here's the cloud native ecosystem slide. And for those of us that are kind of diving into this, if you want to go backwards to a long time ago when you were first starting out on vSphere, probably everything seemed a little bit overwhelming. And if you look at this slide, you could see there's a lot of projects going on that has to deal with some type of cloud implementation. And if you look at the area over on the left-hand side over here, in this area inside here, you'll see that a lot of these things fall into different categories. As you're trying to run this new cloud native application style of deployment, you're going to need something in the runtime category. You're going to need probably something in the orchestration and management side. You're going to need something to run it on from an infrastructure side. Where do you get CPU? Where do you get RAM? Where do you get disk? Networking. So as you can see, as you look across this landscape, there's lots of components that are serving a specific area of services that you're going to need as you evolve through this. And as the bullet points out here, it brings many challenges. And what you're going to see as you go through both this part 1 and part 2 video is you're going to see the solution that VMware is bringing to the table so that you have a known partner that you're going to be able to see how we're getting you from start to finish to be able to actually run these new container style workloads.
In the next video, Marc will compare and contrast virtual machines and containers. Join us in the next video to learn more.